Alright, hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Robert Arrington, you're watching Deer Meat for Dinner, and we're about to make some sausage. Now, you can typically just go into a grocery store and pick up some sausage, but I want to ask you, where did this meat come from? Who handled it? How did it die? And what was it eating before it died? You don't know. But a lot of you watch my channel and you see that we hunt. In here is about an 80-pound hog that we killed out on the ranch. I know exactly where that hog lived. I know exactly how it died. I know who cleaned it, me, and I know that the meat's been well taken care of. Now let me show you, if you have a hog or a deer or anything else, I'll show you how I make sausage. First thing you want to do is just bone your meat out. I always start on the top of a ham. See that right there? This will just, and we're not cutting any specific select cuts. We're just cutting out pieces. Now, it is very important that if you have any hair, that you make sure that doesn't go into your sausage. And then in here, there will be a gland, a lymph node. They all have it. Just cut that out. I'll boil that bone and give it to my dogs. So now we have our entire hog quartered out, and each of these weigh about 8 to 10 pounds. Throw it in there. That stuff right there, it's called Legs Old Plantation Seasoning. It's a pork sausage. If you are into making sausage, you'll never see this advertised. There's only one place in the world that I know it's sold. That's out at Ryan's in Indiantown, Florida. This packet makes 25 pounds, but if you go over, it only gets better. All you gotta do is just put it in there. I'm telling you right now, and it looks like I'm putting a ton of seasoning in, but it's perfect. It is perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, this here's Mr. Joey Haluska. He's a pepper farmer right out of South Florida. He's a great friend, and he's one hog grinding son of a gun. Make sure I got this right. Yep. This, that. That's it. All right, y'all. So here's how we put this rascal together. This goes in there. Make sure it's nice and tight. Just like that. You want to make sure everything's clean. That's your auger. It's going to go in just like that. That's your blade. That's your tooth. And it faces this way, just like that. Then you'll have different holes. I'm going to use that one. It'll fit in. And just like that. And perfect. This will go on top. And again, make sure everything is nice and clean. And then don't use your fingers to stick it down in there. Otherwise you might come back like that and you'll probably cry. Alright, y'all, so here we go. We got our first step done. We seasoned it, and then we ground it up. Now, I got just a little bit of fat from an old bar hog, and I'm gonna cut it up. You need fat to give your meat a little bit of moisture. If you don't, it'll be dry and it will not stick together when you go to make patties. This isn't from a hog that I killed, but it absolutely does miracles for sausage. Now we'll put our meat in here, just like that. And we're gonna just start mixing all the fat together. And then we're gonna grind it one more time. It's good to get your hands into it. And now we're just gonna start loading up our hopper up here. We're just gonna start grinding away.
They can video me whipping your butt next.
All right, y'all. I don't know who it was, but someone just said, we need more Cliff. Well, here he is. I'm out at Joey's grinding sausage. Cliff, I was just telling him about this.
That's the best seasoning I know of.
Jim Haygood, 30 years ago, I was out on your ranch when I killed those 3 hogs with my shotgun. And I got in so much trouble, so we had all this meat. And Mr. Haygood's like, bring it out to the ranch and grind it up. No one was complaining then. But that's the first time I ever had legs. And so
It's the best seasoning. I made a whole lot of deer sausage this year with that.
good
It's
stuff.
awesome.
Good stuff. This is gonna make your life a whole lot easier. Put this on here just like that. All right, so you want to take your bag and put it all the way on here. Now this is the key push button, so you can turn it on and off at the appropriate time. If you're cooking for just a couple people, make your, there you go, just like that. Make your bags about the size you would want them. How do you do that so easy?
I don't know. It's natural.
You can find out more at carlita.com. Cliff, what's your favorite way to eat this sausage?
About any which way you can cook it. My wife likes to make sausage gravy and biscuits. That's the way I like it.
All right, so now that we're done with that, all I do, I take the tub where all the meat was, and there will be some meat in here. So we'll take that out. All right, so now all I do is put a couple squirts of Dawn in here.
That's part of Robert's back window.
Yeah, so
I haven't heard the story yet.
What'd you do? I was driving down I-95 yesterday in the morning, just driving along, all of a sudden, boom, back window blows out. I thought I got shot at, so I kept driving. And I stopped. I can't find a bullet hole, but I can't find what hit my window. I swear I thought someone shot me. All right, y'all, and just like that, we got 2 big old pans of wild hog sausage. Now, I know many of you will never do this, and a lot of you don't even understand this way of life. But I hope you understand that this sausage that's now in a package and is totally okay to most people don't realize that just 2 days ago was a wild hog on our property. Now, let's go back to the house. I'm going to show you how to make some biscuits and gravy real quick, because if you're going to make sausage, you got to have sausage gravy. Okay, so we just got done grinding the sausage, and I've got to show you probably the best thing I've ever had with sausage. Sausage and gravy. Just let this start browning. You'll notice when you cook store-bought sausage, there'll be a lot of fat. Not with homemade sausage, unless you add a ton of fat. This is just the good stuff. Okay, next step in making our gravy, get some all-purpose flour, and we just want to just coat the top of the, just like that, not too much, not like that. Take this and just let it just absorb into the meat. Whole milk. just cover it up like that. And now you just want to start mixing it in. Now, if you wanted, you could add herb. You could add basil, onion, chives. You could add rosemary. You could add whatever you wanted. But this is just the basics of how to make a sausage gravy. That much gravy, I put in about that much butter, just to give it a nice creamy flavor. And that's what we're looking for. Biscuits are done, gravy's done. Now all you gotta do, take yourself a biscuit like that, bust it in half. Put it on top, just like that. Now you could pretty it up with some chives or whatever you want, but as hungry as we are, we're just gonna sit down and eat. All right, you hound dogs, this here, John Boy, this is John McRoberts. He has traveled all over the country with me filming previously when we did a TV show called Respect Outdoors. We had a blast. And so now as YouTube has started to get bigger and bigger and bigger, I was like, come on man, you gotta help me. So if you wanna know why we've been doing so many videos lately, because Homeboy's been on the camera. And if you think he's been doing a good job, give him a thumbs up and let him know what you think. We're gonna let him taste the biscuits real quick. So, hope you all have enjoyed this. Is it hot?
It's phenomenal. I've had it quite a few times at hunting camps all over the country with Rob, so I pretty much already knew what to expect. But if you've never done this before, you gotta try it. It's really simple.
Yep. It is. It's a lot more simple than what people think. They're like, oh, I don't know if I can do that from scratch. Well, it's really, really easy, and it's really awesome. So, for everybody out there, I hope you enjoy what we bring to you with Deer Meat for Dinner. This is our honest lifestyle. This is who we are. This is what we do. That's my daughter. This is my friend. There's my wife. She's been cleaning all day. She's all dirty, and she's like, I'm not being on camera. But anyway, we have got so much awesomeness planned. Tomorrow, I think we're gonna go out offshore and do some hand lining, like me with string and a hook, trying to catch the biggest fish possible. Are you okay? And so, it's summertime. Get ready for a lot of fishing, a lot of diving, and a lot of good times on the beach. We love you guys, we thank you guys, and we are
Gone.